Jensen, give it up!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Put them up. How do I always keep activating this?
Just bend it. Don't bend it in half. Just bend it. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Always keep fighting. Always keep fighting. Always keep fighting. Always keep fighting.
Love you guys.
Always keep fighting.
Thank y'all. Awesome. Hello, New Jersey. What's up, New Jersey? Amazing. Thank you, guys.
Robert, thank you. Thank you for kicking us off stage and bringing us back out. Robert,
That's good, right?
I don't know what I was thinking.
In all fairness, my version of kicking off stage is like,
Could you maybe just this?
wouldn't mind
You know, if you don't,
there was a plan.
We jumped our cue.
Jared, by the way, just so you know, here's your cowbell. So,
My special one-of-a-kind
yeah.
J-pad cowbell.
That we get back at the end of the show.
it's artistic, like it's like an artisan cowbell.
Yeah, no.
With the name.
We have this cowbell for you. It says J-pad on it. We wrote it on with marker.
With a Sharpie.
With a shaky finger.
With shaky finger, and we're gonna need that back too, by the way. Yeah, give it back to the dad.
Hi guys. There are a lot of you out there.
What's up in the back? Thanks, buddy.
Y'all are well lit in the back. Thanks, brother. Love you back. We're trucking along. I'm sure most of you know Mr. Spade could not be here today because he is currently in Vancouver. He wanted us to pass on a message. He said only Supernatural could ever keep him from a Supernatural convention. So he loves you guys.
How was his directing?
He loves you.
That's funny. It doesn't keep us from the Supernatural. I'm just saying.
How was his directing?
Yeah, how is his directing?
So
As
far.
somebody in the front here just said, well, we've only been working with him, we only did one day. So, it's what?
Pie in the face yet?
No pie in the face yet.
He ruined Jared's hair.
He's great like Jared's hair.
Oh, he's great like my hair. All right, I'll take that.
I
All
should
right.
try to be
Calm
you
down.
on this.
Yeah, he's doing good so far. He's, but again, day one.
Day one.
Next week we'll tell.
Doesn't matter where you
yeah.
begin, it matters when you finish.
We were just watching that video, and which Emily, nice work. That's really good stuff. And as you saw, it was a pretty emotional video. And I asked Jared backstage, I was like, hey, when you see yourself in those emotional scenes, does it bring back those emotional feelings? Because I'll watch that stuff and my eyes will start welling up. And I'm like, what the?
You're not the only ones crying when we're crying. It's funny, because every now and again we'll get to watch one of the episodes, you know, like we'll be shooting, it'll be during the season, and we'll sneak back to one of our trailers to kind of try and stay in tune with the episode. And I'll sneak a look at him every now and again, and he's kind of like, if Dean has his angry face on, Jensen does too. And when Dean's joking, Jensen's like,
I'm laughing at myself. Oh, that was so good.
no, but you remember getting into that headspace, right? And so you remember your attitude. So if you ever, we should do it sometime. We should all watch an episode of Supernatural together.
Which one would you watch? Which one would you watch?
Which one would I wouldn't want to watch.
Which season?
In fact, you know what? Let's just watch episodes for the rest of the day. Is that?
I would love to watch French Mistake. Yeah. However, it would be nice to watch an emotional one.
Yeah.
We watched Swan Song. You're killing me. We did watch fan fiction with fans. Was anybody there at the 200th episode party that was in Los Angeles? Anybody make it? I can't see. No, I don't think so. Yeah, they had like a raffle, and so we watched fan fiction with some fans who had signed up to be a part of it. That was kind of neat. It was a neat kind of all-inclusive experience, but we'll have to do it someday coming up. All right. Baby? Oh yeah. Are you calling me baby?
Oh baby.
Oh, baby.
Is it a song? Don't call me baby.
No, it's not. You know how I know it's not a song? Because they didn't start playing. Thank you, guys.
It is. No, but there's a different one. It's like a, I don't know.
Can you stop talking?
I will. We should start. Hi, I can see a shadow.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm Olivia.
Hi, Olivia.
Jared.
That's Jared.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, like Jensen was saying, you guys have really emotional scenes on the show. So I was wondering, oh my god, this is so weird. What you do to prepare for them. Like, and how do you really connect with them to make it like as realistic a performance as it can be?
Thank you.
Yeah.
For me, when we do an emotional scene, one of the things I hate the most as an actor is if the writer writes, they break down, or Sam starts to cry, or something like that. I hate it. Because then you feel like you're locked into it. I've had scenes as Sam where I was supposed to cry, or it was written that I cried, and I didn't. And I had scenes where I wasn't supposed to cry, and I did, right? So I feel like I know Sam enough to know when he's gonna break down.
Yeah.
And he cries a lot, Sam does. But don't call me baby. So for me, it's telling a story, right? At least for me. I think it's if it makes sense for the story but you just play it for real. You know, I like Sam a lot. I'm his friend. He's my friend. He has great hair. So that's me.
10 years of this crap.
Can we get 10 more?
You could have did a stint in prison.
How's my what?
No, let's not. Let's not.
It didn't wash off.
Yeah, that's right. He stains. You know, I think Jared will agree with me. The getting to an emotional state in a scene for Sam or Dean, I think has evolved over the years because we've evolved with the characters and we've been there. So in the beginning, I think we were probably, I know, like for Heart, going back to that, like you had to think of something in your own life to get you upset, and then you know, did the scene. Now I don't think we have to think about things in our personal life. I think we actually we're so in tune with these characters and the story that that it's easy for us to feel what these characters would feel in that particular situation. So you know, it doesn't make it any easier to do the scene, but it's certainly a different method, I guess. So,
So much
yeah.
fun, you guys.
Thank you.
Be back. Thanks, Larry.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Macy.
Jared.
How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today?
How we doing?
I'm good, good. So being on Supernatural, you had the chance to So being on Supernatural, you had the chance. So you've had the chance to work with several amazing actors and directors and writers, and I was wondering if is there any person that you guys really want to work with on or off the show, like be actor, writer, anybody?
Who we've already worked with, or just in general?
Or someone else you haven't that you would like to work with?
I mean, a bunch. I'd love to have Zach Levi on the show.
I mean, he's doing Heroes now, but, which is cool. But Steven?
I think he's got enough crossovers going on right now. He doesn't.
We had Donald Trump.
Yes.
His name was Dick Roman.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's anything in the lore that's going to help us handle that hair.
We'd have a hair off.
But I don't know. You know what I thought of the other day? I thought it would be fun is
Daniil.
Yeah, she'd be fun to have on. I was saying Michael Rosenbaum. Some of you remember him from Smallville. I don't know why, I just thought of that.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Amanda, and I was wondering if your characters from Dark Angel and Gilmore Girls, how would they react if they were in the Supernatural?
I wasn't on Dark Angel.
I know, but Jensen and you, your characters in those shows.
I'll go first.
It's a common misconception. That was actually Jessica Alba, not similar hair. I know. She's a little smaller.
I think
Actually, she's a lot smaller.
I think
He's
if my-
9 feet tall, so.
On that note, I think if my character from Gilmore Girls was on Supernatural, he'd look at Jensen and go, "You're kind of short for a dean."
Shut up. Old Shorty over here, guys. That's me. I think that Alec would probably adapt pretty well to the supernatural world, seeing as how he was living in a post-apocalyptic world, and he was a genetically modified human being.
Did he know that the Winchesters started the apocalypse?
I don't think he cared. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you.
Hey there.
Hi, I'm Juliet.
Hi.
My question is, if Sam stayed at Stanford and continued law school after Jessica's death, what would the brothers, where would the brothers be in life, and what would their relationship be like?
I think Sam would probably be doing a lot of work trying to expunge Dean of all the
Criminal acts and felonies.
misdemeanors, murders. I think to be like, I think impersonating a federal agent. Speeding, yeah. Credit card fraud, bar fights, Grand Theft Auto. So I think Sam would be,
it's a charmed life.
Sam would be trying to get him out of trouble, I think. Saving him in a different way.
And, I don't trust anyone.
Maybe, if y'all earn it.
What?
I'm teasing. Did you answer?
I didn't answer. I don't even know what's happening right now. Freaking Twilight Zone. Where was
If Sam had gone to Stanford
right.
to become a lawyer.
Dean would be in jail.
I get that.
Thank you, Juliet.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, Katie. Hi, Charity.
My question's for Jared, and it's,
That's me!
Found him.
would you consider "So Get This" to be Sam's catchphrase?
So get this. I lost my shoe.
You said that once.
So get this. That's true. So get this. That is, yeah, I think so. For one of the seasons, I think like the first, so in almost every episode, we have like, we call it the exposition scene, which is the one where it's, so get this, da 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 da. One season it was according to the lore, because I think every episode for the first 9 episodes, I had like, okay, Dean, according to the lore, blah, 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 blah. So from here on out, it's so get this, so get this. Anyway, so get this. The other,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
I'm Maddie.
Jared. Just in case.
So, I was watching LARP and The Real Girl, and so you guys like completely just LARPed, and Dean had a lot of fun with it, obviously. And I was wondering if you guys had fun with it, and if you would consider doing that, like in real life.
I could see Jared, not
It was a
Jared.
ton of fun. I also,
Until I fell on my face.
then it was amazing. I spent my childhood going to Renaissance festivals.
Everybody spent their childhood going to Renaissance festivals. Did you dress up?
I don't know. I don't think I had really costumes. I'll do it. I'll dress up next time. I'm
Myth busted.
Leather pants are difficult to move in because they were actual leather pants. Were you in leather pants? I was.
I don't know why you just wear your own.
I should have.
I don't even know what I was wearing. I don't know. They always put me in the weirdest stuff they could find. Lederhosen. Coach's outfit.
Red Heart Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Pudding.
Similar Renaissance fairs. My wife is a big Renaissance fair junkie and has, in recent years, forced me to slightly dress up. It's just part of my duty, I guess, at this point. She has this like tail. It's like a horse's tail. Have you guys seen these? Have you seen these? Like the Renaissance with the big long horse's tails. It's like you can. Never mind. Anyway.
What?
Next question.
No. What?
It's like this. Next question.
What?
I don't know. You know, there's. Jeez.
I've long said that the year Supernatural is over. Let me rephrase
2042.
Let me rephrase that. The first time I ever don't have to go to Comic-Con to work, I can go to play, I'm going as Boba Fett. So when you see a giant Boba Fett walking around, and there's no Star Wars,
You mean giant Boba Fett?
it's me. It's this guy. Chewbacca yourself, Chewie.
Alright, where were we? Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, my
Doing
name is
good.
Jamie. My question is, why do you guys always like torture Misha on set?
It's not that we torture him on set, it's just that we torture him everywhere, but it makes it to camera on set. I think the main reason is that Jensen and I long ago figured out, much like the Winchester brothers, that if we start pranking each other, it'll escalate, and neither one of us will be safe, but we still have that mischief in our body, and so as soon as Misha came along, we were like, woohoo!
Well, it really boils down to the fact that it's just fun to pick on the new guy. And he's still the new guy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hi.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I'm just
Jared.
wondering, Jensen, since you were originally going to be casted as Sam, and since Sam has played many different personas like Lucifer and Gadriel, is there any role that you wish you had played if you had been Sam?
I've never played Crowley.
Crowley? What? You know, I will say that there's no form of Sam that I would want to try and play. I think he's got that taken care of. I will say that there were some performances that I was jealous of that he got such really good stuff. Lucifer. What was the when you were talking to yourself in the mirror?
Lucifer,
That was I was thinking of the white suit, Lucifer. That was both. Okay, Lucifer. Trying to make it more difficult on myself right now. Yeah, I think that was really, really good writing. I think he did a great job. I was jealous of that. I wouldn't want to try to redo that because it was done the way it should have been done. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm Veronica.
Hi, Veronica. This is Jared.
Yeah, she knows that.
Of course I do. I watch the show.
You're the Winchester.
This is why we don't have nice things, Jared.
My chair is angled. And it's ripped.
Can we get Jared a non-angled chair? Is that?
Blame it on the devil.
Blame it on the chair. That's.
Hi, Veronica.
Okay. What's Sarah's question?
I want to know what was the last lie you told?
The last lie that.
The last lie you've told.
The lie I tell myself every day is that I don't have to write it down to remember it. Yeah, what was that phone? Yeah, I got it. 30 seconds later, I don't got it. What is it? So that I tell myself that lie.
Jared asked me how he looked backstage. I said, great.
That was a lie?
What?
Huh?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Shannon, and I was wondering if you could pick one person, dead or alive, that hasn't been on Supernatural and is not in your family, who you'd like to guest star on Supernatural, and what your favorite season is of Supernatural.
Will you write that down for me? So, dead or alive, but can't have been on the show, can't be a member of our family, and what was, and
They can be dead, it could be a person who's
They can be
already
dead and
passed
alive?
away, or they could be alive. And what's your favorite season?
I love that. To clarify, she goes, yes, so they can be dead, or they can be alive. That's awesome. And what's my favorite season? We had a season discussion the other day. I've really loved the last couple seasons, but I will always have a soft space in my heart for season 4.
Yeah! Were you not the
Probably for
live in
obvious
your life?
reasons. But
I'd probably agree with him on 4. Although I like 9 and 10 too.
I love 8.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite?
What was the worst season?
Yeah.
6.
7.
7.
11. Yeah, we're gonna do something about that.
I mean, there's a lot of very talented people that we would love to work with. You can go huge movie stars to friends of ours that ride. Just so you know. I don't know. What?
Tom would be fun on the show. We find out now.
Yeah. Bill Shatner.
I'll second that.
I think it's about time, bro.
The original captain. Yeah, let's go with Shat.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi,
Although, are we
Cynthia.
sure that he's dead or alive?
I think he can be both or either.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's at this point, I think, isn't it?
You can bid for him on Priceline.
Just kidding, Bill. Nothing but love.
Hi, I'm Cynthia. My question is, would you rather be ugly and live forever, or attractive and die in a year?
Ugly and live forever.
Is that the same for you, Jensen?
Absolutely.
All right. I also want to say thank you for being such an inspiration to me.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. You know what though? Not to get too
Oh, here we go.
Not to get too deep, and I haven't been watching vampire movies, but living forever could be really painful. You know, you have to lose everybody, and then meet more people and lose them again.
Don't you already do that?
It's like supernatural.
Yeah, you already do that.
Just a thought, just food for thought. Talk amongst yourselves.
You'll be locked up and you're gonna have to give your life.
Hi, my name is Kim, and my question is, like, when you're filming, you have certain reactions to things. Do you feel like people have the same reaction?
What do you mean?
Like, in certain episodes, you feel like your character is supposed to portray a certain way. Do you feel that fans get that?
I think so. If you're asking what I think you're asking, I think a lot of what draws people into a TV show is to kind of mesh with the characters and the storylines. I think a lot of the stuff that Sam and Dean have gone through and are currently going through, this is my assumption, though obviously we're doing it on a kind of fantastic mythological scale, I think the struggles are still very universal, right? So I think Sam and Dean kind of being up against the wall and deciding to keep fighting is what I think a lot of people in this room have gone through. So I feel like that's what unites an audience and a cast and a crew as well. But I think, yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Hey.
Hi, Moose and Squirrel.
That's it?
I just said hi, Moose and Squirrel.
Hi.
My question is, earlier you said you were going back to like the original mythology type stuff, and I was wondering if we are going to get an incubus or a succubus on the show.
Yeah, are we going to? Oh no, incubus.
Maybe a VW bus. Still got it. Up top. All right.
The under the bus. What would you like to see?
I would like to see both. Maybe like a couple.
A couple?
An incubus, succubus couple.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
You know what an incubus is? Or a succubus?
I don't. What's a succubus?
It's a sex scene.
Is that like a German car?
No, succubi and incubi are a vampire subbreed that feeds off the sexual energy produced by other people.
Oh, we get it.
It's a German car. All day. All day.
I think they talked about having that on the show. We did something like that, Sex and Violence, right?
Sex and Violence was a siren. So
it was what?
It was a siren.
I'm confused. That's a French car, right?
It's not as good.
We'll angle for it. We'll try and get all the German cars possible.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So get this.
Hi, my name is Rose, and I was wondering, what's been your favorite part about working for Supernatural?
That's a big question with very small words.
Sorry.
Talk amongst yourselves. That's a big question. I mean, for me, it's the relationships that have been built, friends, family, literally family. We had, a lot of times on a Friday night, at the end of the day, we'll go either to the camera trailer or to the makeup trailer and have a drink, just to kind of say, week well done. And we did it a couple days ago. It was Spate's first day directing, and we had our crew and we were in the camera truck all having a drink, and then Jensen and I had to take off, right, to make a flight. And we kind of looked at each other and we were like, man, you can't recreate this. Like, we have family from the show, and you guys, right? And so I think it's the relationships.
Yeah, I think that's, obviously he found his wife,
Oh yeah, that too, I meant that. I meant my wife.
Yeah. He found his role model. So I think those are invaluable things. I think that he's certainly, me, you know, it's cool.
Well said.
Free haircuts. Free clothes. Yes, that would go on the con. The pros, cons. Con.
The Impala! The Impala.
Misha.
Driving the Impala.
Yes, relationships would certainly be the greatest thing. Both family, our friends, you guys. That has certainly been, I think, the biggest reward that we've gotten from the 10 years of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Devin.
Hi.
So not only are you both amazing actors, you're both amazing fathers as well. And I was wondering if you had any stories of being a father you could share with us.
That's a great story. That's a great question. Great story. First off, thank you. What's a good story? No, it's not. It was a Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, that's an interesting. So, some of you have probably heard the story, but I'll retell it because it's kind of, you know, for those who have kids, there's nothing like it. There's no love that compares to how you feel when you see child. And I was with my older son Tom, and we were at a playground. It was in Vancouver. I think I had a late call, and so we went for a walk. This like a year or two ago. And Tom had this Tyrannosaurus that I probably should have bought him when he was 7 or 8, you know, because it was like hard plastic and it had a little tail, like the horse tail. Came up to a point, and I would give him his Tyrannosaurus, and he would throw it down the slide, and I'd be like, Thomas, what are you doing? And I'd get it, I'd give it to him, he'd throw it down the slide. It was killing him. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And it was like the most amazing father-son time, just playing, and he thinks he's playing a little trick on daddy, and I'm going, quit doing that, and I give it back to him. And then for some reason, after probably 6 or 7 times of doing this, I decided that instead of walking the Tyrannosaurus back up to him at the top of the slide and handing it to him, that I was going to slide it up the slide. Yeah. I still actually get really emotional thinking about it. So I slide it up, and like one of those like, and then as soon as I did it, he kind of like crouched down, bounced the T-Rex, which was not meant to slide up a slide, believe it or not, bounced off the slide and hit him somewhere in the face. And he immediately covered his eyes. My knees went out. Like, I buckled, and Jen had to run up. Like, I was like, I just threw a Tyrannosaurus to my son's eye. I gathered my wits about me, went up, and there was a dot right here where the tail of the Tyrannosaurus had actually hit him and cut him. He was fine. But that moment of like, oh my God, like, oh my God. Like, and I told a buddy of mine who's a dad, and he's like, yeah, you're gonna have about a dozen of those. You're gonna have a dozen times where, yeah, at least, I guess, especially with boys, where you just go like, oh God, I'm learning on the job, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying. There's no lack of love, but I'm trying my damn best.
I'll give you a small one. This is new. So, JJ's a toddler, and we're now starting to implement the timeout rule.
On Jensen, not on JJ.
For me. And the other day, she was doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing, and I go, JJ. Is that me? And she's like, and she turns and looks at me, and she's like that total guilty look, and I'm like, do you need to go to timeout? And she goes, okay. And walks over and just hangs out. I'm like, I wasn't gonna send you, but okay. It's like she enjoyed it. I'm like, oh, joke's on me. Okay. See how this is gonna go. 1
Wait
point
till
for
she
you.
gets to be a teenager.
Dad 0. So that's I have
Wait
what I
till
have to
she's
look forward to
13.
now.
Jen will leave me with the kids every now and again, which she started to do less and less of when she finds out what I do with the kids. So she'll call, like she was at a bachelorette party or a baby shower or something, and she was gone for a couple nights. And so she'd call, it'd be like 9:30 a.m. She's like, so how was breakfast? I was like, oh, it was great. She's like, you haven't had breakfast yet, have you? It's like, no. She's like, what are the kids doing? Right here in bed with me, watching the iPad? She's like, get up, make the breakfast, get them out of the house. So,
Okay, boys, who wants ice cream breakfast?
so, and my 3.5-year-old tells on himself. We'll be like, Tom, did you hit your brother? He'd be like, I did. Why'd you hit your brother? He goes, in the head. You know, like, so he certainly tells on Daddy as well. So Jen gets back, and he's like, yeah, we have pancakes, we have like ice cream, we have candy, and I was like, I don't know. Kids. And she was, I had to take her for a walk or something. And she was like, just make sure you put shoes on their feet. Yeah, I got
That's a simple request.
What's it?
That's a simple request.
A simple request. So I didn't. Thinking, oh, we'll be gone for an hour. We were only gone for an hour, but the pictures that were taken and posted online last forever and show my kids without shoes. She was like, I told you to put shoes on them. Anyways, learning on the job. Thank you.
Hi there.
There you go.
Hi, my name's Melody, and I'm from Wisconsin. Hi, and so my question pertains to football. I heard you're
Yes.
a fan. So, if Sam, Dean, and Charlie were to play against Rowena, Crowley, and Kane, who do you think would win, and what positions would they hold on their team?
Wow.
Wait, Crowley, Kane, and Castiel?
No, Crowley,
And Rowena.
Crowley, Kane, and Rowena.
Well, Sam would definitely be a tight end.
Nope, not gonna laugh at that. More like a split end.
That's a good question. Would they have their powers?
It's up to you, I guess.
Well, I say no, because that only helps them.
I got it. I got it. Sam would be the quarterback. Kane would be the quarterback. They could just have a hair off. Crowley would be the running back. Dean would be the running back. Because we can advance the ball. I don't. Charlie and Rowena would be the coaches because we all know women really call the shots.
Yes, he's right. He's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much. Nice one. That was good. That was well played.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So as a pretty recent fan, I have to say that this is all just an amazing experience.
How recent?
What's that?
How recent?
Within the last year.
Welcome to the family.
So my question is over the years, the production quality has really changed on the show, you know, not the least of which is evidenced by the spectacular ways you get beat up. How has that changed, you know, your experience acting and, you know, producing the episodes?
It doesn't really change. It really right? So how does it change? I don't think it really does. I mean, as weird as it sounds, my job as an actor, thankfully, doesn't require me to worry about any of that. You know what I mean? I'm able to just focus on Sam and what Sam wants and what Sam's doing. So, you know, we're just one cog in the wheel. So, luckily, the people around us are outrageously talented and getting better by the day, and that's around us, not around me. Everybody's getting a lot better and more comfortable with what they do.
I'd say it's gotten easier because the technology has advanced. You know, for the first several seasons, we were shooting 35mm film. So, you know, we'd have rollouts and we'd have to change the mags and we'd have to, you know, there was all this kind of stuff that you have to do. Now we shoot digital, we can just, you know, go on forever. And if, you know, if it's bad, you just keep going. Throw another SD card in there, and it's so that's I think really the advancement of technology has given us a lot more freedom and has made the jobs of the film technicians, I think, smoother and easier. Even I was talking about this earlier, a visual effects department. We used to have to do a lot of stuff on green screen. We don't do that anymore. They can actually put all that stuff in practically while we're shooting in a set.
That's pretty incredible, because we used to, yeah, you're right, everything flows a lot more smoothly. When we were shooting film, they would shoot like 1,000-foot magazines, and so we'd be, you know, it would take twice as long to shoot because they were bigger, they were heavier, you have to pull them out, put them back in, check the gate. So there's a term called check the gate. And what they would do is when the film's rolling, every now and again a sliver would come off. And so if you do like a 5-minute scene and they go check the gate and they see a sliver has fallen off, you have to do the scene all over again. Or a hair, or whatever it might be. So everything's just going much more smoothly. Yeah, I hope it translates on camera.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, thank
you. What?
What? It's in the room. Oh, it's in the room.
I don't know what y'all talking about. Next question. Hi there.
Hi, my name's Alex.
Hi, Alex.
So my question is, what's the nicest thing a fan has ever done for you?
A fan has ever done?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's tough. There's some very amazingly generous and artistic and intelligent and thoughtful fans out there that have done a lot for us.
Yeah, that's a really, really difficult question.
It's not a cop-out answer, but I do have an answer. That inspired us. Inspiration.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah, absolutely. They inspire us, and one of the things that I love about with the fans, and it's not really for me, but when the family helps raise money for charities, raise awareness, be there for other fans, I'll flip through. It's very difficult to flip through Facebook because when I post something, immediately it's like 1,000 somethings, but I'll try and flip through it and I'll see people in the fandom reaching out to one another and they've never even met. You know, you'll hear somebody say like, hey, I've never met you, but you know, if you're ever in Ohio, you know, maybe it was y'all who wrote it. But no, reaching out and helping others. I mean, that's kind of the idea of Supernatural, and that's what we've also tried to kind of engender. Thank you. Hi.
Yeah, that's right.
Daniil?
And I love you too.
Misha?
Hi.
My name is Ruby. Not
No way.
Not the demon.
Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry right now. I wanted to know what your favorite cheesy pickup line is.
My cheesy pickup line? I know his cheesy pickup line. You ever seen Supernatural? Mine is, hey, I lost my number. Can I have yours?
I think the greatest cheesy pickup line I've ever used is, I'm Jared Padalecki.
Norton's there.
Where are you going? Where are you? Jared, why are you leaving?
I thought you'd be taller.
You cut your hair. I'm not interested.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Ruben.
All right, that brings us to the last question.
Come on up.
Last question. This is the last question. This is the last question. This is the last question. Hey! Last question. This is the last question. Better be good. This is the last. This is the last question. Better be good. Last question.
Last question.
The last question.
It's 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 the last question.
What's your name?
Are we doing selfies now?
It's a video.
Oh, it's hey, okay. All right.
What's your name?
Emma.
Hi, Emma and Isabella.
And Isabella. Have a seat, Emma and Isabella. What is your question?
What is your iPhone passcode? 8585. Is it?
Oh no.
If Cassidy needed to inhabit a new vessel for whatever reason, would Sam or Dean allow him to use them?
I'm gonna need to see that. Cass needed to have a new vessel.
Good question.
Don't give him the phone.
No.
No.
Good answer.
I'd make it get somebody else.
Yeah.
Get somebody else?
Yeah.
That's what you'd say?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still need clarification. I still not quite
So
sure.
if Cass needed a new vessel,
Right.
would Sam or Dean allow Cass to use him as a vessel? I think Sam's had really bad experiences being possessed. The first angel that he let possess him was Lucifer. The second one was Gabriel.
My bad.
Neither worked out well, so
I wear that one. My bad. That's on me. That's on me.
I think Sam would probably say no.
To die if you didn't.
Let him burn.
If Cass was going to die, the only way was to let him inhabit one of us.
But then he would be dead.
Nope. Hang on. I got it.
I got this.
Baby.
I'd watch that. I'd watch that. That'd be pretty good.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, totally.
It'd be all right. Then we wouldn't have to look at him.
It would be like Knight Rider.
That'd be like Knight Rider.
Exactly.
Guys, thank you.
Guys, thank you very much. Thank you.
That was
The last question. It was the last question. It was the last question. It was actually good. It was the last question. Thank you so much. It was the last question.
It's the last question.
It's the last question.
It's the last question.
It was the last question.
Keep it going. Keep it going. It's the last question.
Last question.
Guys, thank you so much for letting us come and hang out with you. We love you all very much. It's always fun to come here. You guys, East Coasters, you rock. Thank you.
Give it up for Jensen, Ackles, and Jared Padalecki. Joseph's on a vacation far away. Come on. can leave